All right. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Tuesday. Get the chat up on my phone here. And perfect. We have got a couple minutes until we get started. Welcome this evening. We are going to be working on our Sun Salutations tonight, so that'll be fun. We'll do a little warm up. We'll go through a couple sun A's, a couple sun B's, and a nice cool down at the end. So we'll get a whole full body stretch in here. And 2 minutes. 2 minutes. All right. Oh, it is so cold in here tonight. Hey, Dexter. You want to come say hello? No, you're just gonna keep walking by me, I guess. Yeah, come here, little guy. Scoop. Oh, no. You don't want to look like a baby for the camera? No, it's a good time, Dexter. It's a good time. Yes. There we go. Are you full? You just had dinner. Yes. He is ready to go have a little nap, I think. All right. We've got 1 minute, so I'll do my little intro here now. Welcome to Haunted Mat Yoga. Rachel is here tonight. That's me. We're going to be working on our Sun Salutations this evening. If you have 2 blocks, just tuck those up to the top. They're not mandatory, but they are really nice to have for some poses. And yeah, Sun Salutations. I'll take the sweater off. Sun Salutations are a really great foundation to have down in yoga, asana. I really like when I'm practicing personally to start with Sun Salutations. They really get a whole feel through the body and kind of see where you're at that day. And without further ado, let's get started. What do you think, Sylvie? Are you ready to get started? All right, let's come find a child's pose to start this evening. Taking the toes together, knees wide, sit the hips back and walk the arms forward. The forehead can come melt down towards the mat. You could also grab one of your blocks if you'd like to support the head in this shape. We're just going to get started with a couple full breaths here. Finding deep inhales through your nose and exhaling from the mouth. Feeling the body soften. Great. Take a couple more full breaths here. Starting to find a nice, strong breath pattern, evening out the length between those inhales and exhales. When we move through our sun A's and B's, every movement is paired with your breath. So inhale this, exhale this. So when we go through our first one of each, we'll take a little bit longer to find the alignment, and then we'll go through a couple breath to movement to get in that groove. All right, take one more breath here. Great, deep breath in through the nose. And exhale, walk the hands over to the right, finding a gentle stretch through the left side body. And with the next inhale, let's take that back to center. Exhale it over to the left. And And let's inhale that back to center, grip into the fingertips. Exhale, pulse up out of child's pose into a tabletop. With an inhale, reach the heart forward here, draw the shoulder blades together and down the back. Exhale, push the ground away, contracting chin to chest. Right, inhaling to open that forward, feel the back muscles activate. And exhaling to push the ground away. Right, take 2 or 3 more rounds here, moving with your breath. And let's take 1 more round. All right, bringing the spine back to neutral. Let's turn the hands externally so fingertips are facing the long edge of the mat. Take a couple bumps left and right here, get a little movement through the wrists. If you'd like, you could also start to move this into a circle. Thinking about active hands here, we're gripping down into the mat. All right, let's switch that direction if you're circling. Awesome, last 3 here. Last 2. And last 1. Awesome, slow that to a stop. Step the hands back to neutral. Let's tuck the toes and take a quick seat back on the heels, finding a broken toe pose. If this is a no-go for your knees, you can also come to a seat. With an inhale, let's bring the hands to heart center. Exhale, interlace, press the palms away around the spine. Inhale that up overhead. Exhale, release, circle out the wrists. Let's take 1 more like that. Inhaling to center. Exhale, interlace it away. Inhaling it up. Exhale, opposite direction circles. All right, let's bring the hands all the way back down towards tabletop. Keep the toes tucked. Take the hips up and back, downward facing dog. It's our first one here, so maybe find a couple petals out through the feet. Hips can move side to side. Take 2 or 3 breaths here for any gentle movements, or you could always find stillness in this shape. Great, last breath. All right, from here, let's slowly start to walk it up towards the top of the mat, meeting in a forward fold. Soft bend into the knees, let the head hang heavy here. With an inhale, come up to your halfway lift, lengthen out the spine. Hands can come to shins, thighs, blocks. Exhaling to soften and fold. Let's take that 1 more time, inhaling to lengthen it out halfway. Exhaling to fold. Inhaling to slowly roll it all the way up to standing, stacking 1 vertebrae at a time. Maybe visualize the vertebrae slowly rising. And at the top, exhale, relax the shoulders down. Great, let's take just a couple big arm circles. Inhale, reach the arms forward. Exhale, draw them back. Nice, big movement. Using the breath 1 more time, up and back. Awesome, let's switch that direction. Inhale reaches the arms back. Exhale as they fall forward. Great, last one. And then pausing with the arms by the sides. Standing up nice and tall here. Let's find a mountain pose. Arms relaxed by the sides. Little tuck of the tailbone, engage the core, draw the shoulder blades down the back. All right, we're gonna start with our first sun egg. With an inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. And exhale, forward fold, hinge at the hips. Let's take it all the way down, soft bend into the knees, Uttanasana. With an inhale, we'll come up to find that halfway lift position, lengthening out through your spine, Ardha Uttanasana. With an exhale, soften into the knees to bring the hands to plant. Let's step it back to a plank for our first chaturanga that we'll take with the knees down. So bring the knees down to a tabletop, take a shift forward. With an exhale, we'll take it all the way down to the ground, hugging the elbows in towards the sides. All right, flipping onto the tops of the feet, hands under the shoulders. With an inhale, to peel the heart up, baby cobra, drawing the shoulder blades down the back, tucking the tailbone, pressing the hips down into the mat. Great, and releasing, let that go. Let's retuck the toes. We're going to take it back to a downward facing dog. You can push through your plank or through tabletop to take it all the way back. Great, take 2 more breaths here. All right, last breath in. And breath out. Great, with the next inhale, preparing to step to the top, maybe rising up on the toes. And exhale, step up, forward fold. Inhaling to lengthen out the spine, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to standing, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, relax the arms by the sides, Tadasana, mountain pose. Nice, let's try that again, and this time we'll do our full chaturanga. You can always take that knees down option, or feel free to skip your chaturangas altogether and go right back to downward facing dog. With an inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, forward fold, hinge forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine out, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step it back, chaturanga, shift forward. Exhale, bend the elbows to 90, hug them in. Inhale, pull the heart through, flip onto the tops of the feet, upward facing dog. Exhale, the hips up and back, downward facing dog. 3 breaths in down dog. Deep breaths in through the nose, out from the mouth. Great, with your next inhale, preparing to step to the top. And exhale up, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen out the spine, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to standing, arms sweep. Exhale, arms by side body. Nice. Inhaling to reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step it back, chaturanga. Inhale, pulls the heart through, upward facing dog, draw the shoulder blades together. Exhale, takes the hips up and back, downward facing. That's 3 full breaths. Great, let's take one more like that. Inhale, prepares to step. Exhale to the top, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen out the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to standing, arms sweep. Exhale, arms by side body. Inhaling to reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step it back, chaturanga dandasana. Shift forward, exhale, bends. Inhale, pull the heart through, upward facing dog or Urdhva Mukha Savasana. Exhale, take the hips up and back, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Savasana. Nice. 3 breaths here. Great, one more full breath. We're gonna do one more round of Sun A and then we're gonna progress into our Sun B. All right, next inhale prepares to step. Exhale up to the top, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen out the spine. Exhale, fold. Uttanasana. Inhale, rise to standing, arms sweep. Exhale, arms by side body, Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, reach. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step it back, Chaturanga Dandasana, shift forward. Exhale, bends. Inhale, pull it through, Urdhva Mukha Savasana, up dog. Exhale the hips up and back, Adho Mukha Savasana, downward facing dog. Awesome, take 3 full breaths here. And then we're gonna move into our Sun B, number 2. Throwing a little Sanskrit at you guys tonight. I don't do a lot of that, but it's fun sometimes. All right. With your next inhale, preparing to step. Exhale, take it up to the top, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, Ardha. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to standing, arms sweep. Exhale, arms by side body. Awesome, take a full breath in here. And a full breath out. Coming into our Sun B, Surya Namaskar B. Inhale, sits back into your chair, bend the knees, sit the hips back. Exhale, forward fold, hinge forward. Inhale, lengthen out your spine, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step it back. Chaturanga Dandasana, shift forward. Exhale, bend. Inhale, pull it through, upward facing. Exhale the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Nice, take a breath in here. And with an exhale, shift forward, step the right foot between the hands, pivoting on that left foot to a 45-degree angle. And we'll rise all the way up to a warrior 1, reaching the arms up overhead. We want the hips to be facing towards the front of the mat here. Feet are on either side of the center, so our feet are on 2 railroad tracks. We're not on a tightrope. And the back foot is to a 45-degree angle. Great, breath in here. Exhale, bring the hands down to plant. Step it back, plank, chaturanga. Inhale, pull the heart through, upward facing. Exhale, the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Great, breath in here. Exhale, shift forward, left foot steps between the hands. Pivot on the right foot to that 45-degree angle and rise all the way up, warrior 1. Nice, hips facing forward. Take a moment to find our alignment here. Take a peek at that back foot, bending into that front knee, reaching the arms up, gently stabilizing the core. Awesome, take a full breath in. Exhale, bring the hands down to plant. Step it back, plank, chaturanga. Inhale, pulls it through. Exhale, takes it up and back. Great, take 3 breaths here this time. Awesome, now that we have our alignment for our warrior 1, and the next one we go through, we'll do it more breath to movement instead of pausing in that warrior 1. All right, next inhale prepares to step. Exhale to the top, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to standing arm sweep. And exhale, arms by side body. Ooh, I forgot that chair at the end there. Take a full breath here. And with the next inhale, chair pose, bend into the knees, sit the hips back. Exhale, forward fold, hinge forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, full plant the hands, step it back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, shift forward, right foot steps between the hands, rise up to your warrior one. Exhale, bring the hands to plant, Chaturanga, step back. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, shift forward, left foot steps between the hands, rise up, find your warrior one. Exhale, take it right back down, Chaturanga. Inhale, pull it through, upward facing dog. Exhale, take the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a breath in here, prepare to step. Exhale up to the top, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, bend into the knees, sit the hips back. Exhale, rise to standing. Arms fall by the sides. Awesome, we're just gonna do one more like that. Take a full breath here at the top. Maybe grab a sip of water. And then we're gonna do that one more time. All right, inhale, sit back into your chair. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step it back, Chaturanga Dandasana, shift forward. Exhale, bend. Inhale, pull it through, upward facing or Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, takes the hips up and back, downward facing dog, Adho. Inhale, shift forward, right foot steps between the hands. Rise all the way up, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, bring the hands back down, step it back, Chaturanga. Inhale, pull it through, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, hips up and back, Adho. Inhale, shift forward, left foot steps. Pivot on that back foot, rise up, warrior one, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, bring the hands down, step it back, Chaturanga, last one. Inhale, pull the heart through, Urdhva Mukha Savasana. Exhale, the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Breath in here, prepare to step. Exhale up to the top, forward fold. Inhale to your chair pose, sit the hips back. Exhale, rise up to standing, let the arms fall by the sides. There we go, full sun bee. Wow, I'm sweaty now. All right, let's start to cool it down. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Let's bring the hands down to plant, step it back to a plank, and lower the knees. Awesome, take a seat off to one side. Let's come find a comfortable seat in a crisscross applesauce. Sitting up nice and tall here. Maybe take some big circles through the shoulders in one direction. They could go at the same time. They could also go in alternate time. Awesome, let's switch the direction here. And then slowing those to stillness. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, backstroke the right arm, twisting to the right. Hands can relax down, sitting tall through the spine here. And with the next inhale, to take that back through center. Exhale, twist to the left. Take a couple of deep breaths here. This was kind of a different beginner's class than we normally do, but I thought it would be fun to work through some of those yoga asana foundations in our Sun A and B. So hopefully you enjoyed it. All right, let's inhale that back to center, and exhale, release the arms all the way down by the sides. Okay, let's take a little neck roll, letting the right ear fall to the shoulder, and bringing the chin towards the chest. Try not to round at the shoulders here, keeping those up tall, and left ear to shoulder. Taking a couple slow half circles here. All right, the next time right ear is to shoulder, let's take a pause there. You can remain still here or maybe drape the right arm up over the head. We're not pulling down on it here, just letting it rest. And if you like, that left hand can flex away or bring the fingertips down to the mat. Take 2 more deep breaths. And letting those arms go. Let's take that over to the other side, left ear to shoulder. Pausing here or adding the left arm to drape up overhead. Bringing the right fingertips to the mat or flexing the right hand away. Great, releasing those arms. Slowly start to bring the head all the way back to center. All right, let's take a lean back to uncross the legs, taking them long and rolling down onto the back. Roll down nice and slow. Hands can come to the legs to support you on the way down. And with an inhale, reach the arms up along the ears. Find a big extension through the body. And exhale, gather the knees in towards the chest. Holding onto the shins, knees can open wide around the ribs here. Maybe finding a gentle side to side rock. Or if you'd like, you can come into your happy baby, flexing the feet, bottoms of the feet to the sky, grabbing back of thighs, big toes, or outer edges of the feet. Maybe finding a little side to side rock here. We have one other option as well, if you'd like. Instead of your happy baby, you can come into a cow face pose, where we'll take the legs up towards the sky and then bend to the knees like you're crossing the legs. We're trying to stack the knees here. This doesn't have to be perfectly stacked at all. Rebending into the knees, grabbing onto the tops of the feet or the shins, gently drawing the legs down. I find that stretch through the outer hip, which is really nice. This is called cow face. I don't know why. All right, if you're taking your cow face, let's take the legs back up, uncross to switch which leg is on top. If you're finding happy baby or just hugging the knees in, keep hanging out there. Just 2 more breaths. Great, wherever you are, start to slowly release. And let the legs stretch out long, letting the arms fall wherever is comfortable. Let's find about 5 to 10 full breaths here to finish this evening's practice. Letting each exhale relax the body towards the mat for these last few moments. All right, slowly starting to blink the eyes open here if they're closed. Maybe taking one last big stretch with the arms as you start to reawaken. Bringing the knees up to a bend and roll off to whichever side feels more comfortable. Whenever you're ready, you can slowly make your way all the way up to a seat. And thank you for being here this evening. I hope you liked our Sun A's and B's. I almost never do Sun B. That's why I missed the chair the first time we did it. Because I don't like Warrior 1, but yay, you're welcome. Daniel, you're welcome, Linda. Thanks for being here, guys. I thought it'd be fun to do some of those foundations now that we call it Gateway to Yoga. So there we go. All right. That is it for tonight, but thank you for being here. If you enjoyed this, don't forget there is a subscribe button below and a like if you want to give this video a like and subscribe. Come back next week. You're welcome, Leanne. Thank you for being here. Coming up the rest of this week, we have Pilates at 6 p.m. on Thursday over Patreon. If you are interested and able, check out the link below for Patreon. There's options to support just the content here on YouTube for as little as $3, all the way up to $12.50 Canadian to join all of our live classes and hundreds of recordings on there. And have a great evening. I already have our plan for next week, I think, posted. So we're going to work from the ground up. So we're going to, next Tuesday, start from the feet and work all the way up to the head, stretching out the full body. So that's one to look forward to. See you next time. Oh my gosh, what is this hair? It's completely to one side. Loosest ponytail or bun to ever exist.